Alright guys, it's your boy Leo back at it again with another video. So, I know I've been gone for a while, but this video is going to be, it's pretty much life updates, what I've been doing for like 2 weeks and a half. Um, things didn't get crazy. That's not fucking, I was gonna be like, things got so crazy, but no, they didn't. I just had some life updates and yeah, so I'm gonna explain why I've been gone for so long. Though, or it seems like so long. Please don't be a black screen forever. Oh my god. Get out of here. Pepper. Pepper. Anyways. My cat, she's at the door. I really hope the screen isn't just going to be black. There we go. Because. Why? Why? Pepper, get out. No, honey, you can. Get out. 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 I'm just. This is a great start to being gone. I have to close the door, but I don't want to get up. Okay. I'm gonna close the door later. My cat Pepper just knocked down a box full of freaking hangers that I have. Like, you know, like when you go to the store and you buy hangers, it comes in a box. She knocked that shit. What the fuck? I don't give a shit about the weather. Anyways, she knocked it all over the floor. Okay, so what the fuck was... Part of being away for 2 weeks is one, I don't know how to talk to y'all guys. Number two, what the fuck was I doing? Okay, I don't know what I was doing. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, okay. I think this is for Marnie and stuff, because I had to give, like, Mayor I don't even know. Well, that's that. I need... Okay. I don't have a hops thingy. But... Keg. It's gonna make a fucking hand gesture so you know what my hand gestures are. Is that a keg? That's a keg. Okay. Oh, this is a great start. It's a great start, guys. I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, so number one, the next week after I was like, bro, I'm gonna try to do this on Monday because like Thanksgiving happened. Yeah, it didn't happen. Just didn't. I don't. Here's the thing. I was going to, and then I did. I'm not gonna make an excuse of why I didn't. There really isn't. I just didn't. Time got away from me. That's not really an excuse though. I mean, it's a reason. It's not an excuse. And then I thought, well, maybe it's just best if I just take the Thanksgiving off because then, because I got in charge of doing pies. I think I explained that to you with fucking Thanksgiving drama. And yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. So I was in charge of. I was gonna not even in charge of that. I do this to myself every year. This is part of why I didn't want to do anything, even though I said I was going to on Thanksgiving. What are my plans? Was because I do this to myself. I do. I set myself up to cook food even though I don't. My family isn't one of those where you're required to bring an item. It'd be helpful, but you're not required to. Like, we won't be like, I can't believe you didn't fucking... No one gives a shit. Like, if you can, you can. If you can, we understand. That's always been my family's, like, situation. Because you understand that, like, people, sometimes people can't do shit. And, like, if you're poor, like, sometimes, yeah. And then you need those too. So we understand that. And so we're not going to force you to do it. What the fuck am I doing? It's fucking summer, isn't it? Or I did the summer crops. See, I haven't done this in a fucking hot minute. Well, apparently it's the fall, not summer. I'm saving these because I need this for something, and I need that for something. I need that. I'm gonna keep that. Alrighty. Do I have fall crops? I'm gonna keep one of those and sell the other. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, families don't like that because you understand that, like, you know, these are troubling times. And so I do this. I get stressed out. Baking, I love baking, but sometimes I get stressed out. Make up shit in my head of my own insecurities. And I need that for something. And yeah, we've all been there. We're making shit up in our head, even though like literally those problems don't exist. We're making like made up scenarios. So I get stressed out, making sure like, ooh, what if it doesn't turn out right? What if they hate it? And I was like, bitch, you've been like baking pies for like years now. Like, you know what you do. But I did this to myself all the fucking time, and so I got stressed out. I got stressed out. I'll do that. And yeah, and you do that thing where like, so I baked my pies, and then on Thanksgiving I said the thing, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this again next year. That's a lie. When I say I'm not gonna bake pies next year, that's a lie. I do this every year. Every year I'm like, I am not gonna do this again. I'm buying pies. I don't give a shit. People don't care. My family doesn't give a shit. Why am I doing this to myself? And then the week before Thanksgiving or Christmas, I'm like, oh my god, baking project, and I'm gonna bake some bakes. I'm gonna bake some stuff, and I do it. I get stressed out, and then the next year, and then on that holiday, I'm like, I'm never doing this again. And it's a running theme with me, and so needless to say, I got stressed out. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, no. Quality crops. I mean, I have the corn, but it's not coming out like gold. Okay. So that was the thing. I need any fish? I'm so on tangents right now. What fish do I need? Isn't tiger fish like winter or like fall or something? Yeah, I need. Ooh, you need to upgrade my axe, right? And then we discover. Yeah, we are doing that right now. Because then I discovered that like I didn't have to wait that long. That was a moment. I had a moment with that. Anyway, so that happened. And then also, and I hate this because I used to work at a restaurant, and so it's not exactly retail, but I do understand that, and like I understand like people want to see their families too, just as much as you want to be able to provide your family for Thanksgiving. So I feel like I'm always of the belief that like don't do shit literally the day of or the day before the holiday. That's a fucked up move. He's upgrading my axe. Okay, cool. I understand that stuff happens and I forget, but like, don't like. Please try not to do that, because like because most of the time, those people didn't choose or get to pick what they're working, and don't do them. Well, you just need to find a job. Like, bitch, don't do that. I live in a city that like high paying jobs just don't really exist, and that's not like me, a millennial, getting mad because he didn't go to college. No, like this is a small town in Texas. There's not a lot of job opportunity. Obviously there's gonna be oil, and obviously there's teacher, like those are the jobs, right? Like, so it's not one of those places where human language is gonna fucking job, and it's like bit like no, don't do that. And like, so and I'm sorry, are you Henry Ford who gives like, are you fucking heartless to think that like once you like sign your name saying you're gonna like go into this job and you fucking sold your soul? Like, get the fuck out of here. Go fuck yourself. I'm should not be this mad when I come back. Ooh, fish tacos. So I think we're just gonna do more money, I think, because I don't know what else I was doing. Oh, maybe see Marnie. Let's go see Marnie, because I do need to do stuff with Marnie, because yeah, I had an idea. I'm getting so sidetracked. I had an idea. She sells. I wonder if I can get wheat. Does she sell wheat? Oh, she's right there. Ma'am, you want this cherry? That's bad. Wait, well, no, that's not bad. I'm gonna get fucking demonetized. Am I even monetized? I'm gonna get demonetized before I'm even monetized. Thank you. I love animals, Mr. Leah. Mr. Leah? Oh, yes, Mr. Leah. I was like, shouldn't it be Mr. Leah? If you treat yours well, I'm sure we'll become good friends. Cool. Didn't give me fucking anything, but cool. Oh. Oh. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Like, come on. Like, at least try to not do things half minute, like last minute. At least I don't try. Oh my god, Haley's so hot. Oh my god, she's so good. If you want my sister to like you, give her Aquamarine. I gave it to her 1 year and she wouldn't stop talking about it. So awesome. I want you, not your sister. Is that because Emily's like more hearts than her? I hope not. Oh, yeah, she's Haley's at the fuck is Haley? Haley, where are you? Where's Pam? No. I have 2 hearts with you. Anyways, what's the thing? At least I try not to. I really can't tell you how to live your life, so really, let me. What the fuck? Alrighty. That's cool that you did that. Okay. This is a good start of a video. At least I try to. I can't tell you how to live your life. I mean, who am I to tell you to live your life in a way that, But at least I try not to. Sounds so condescending. But I do. I try not to. Fucking, it's like Wednesday. Yeah, it was like Wednesday. Like, yeah, it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. And my aunt's like, bruh, make sure you have, like, whipped cream for the pies. I'm like, you couldn't. And then here's the thing. I told her, I went shopping. Was I gonna get that to Marnie for some reason? I don't know my achievement. What was that achievement? What was the achievement? Earn. Okay, one of those. Oh yeah, I need to get some seaweed. For Linus. Anyways, I told her the week before, hey, I'm at the store. I am buying things to make 2 of each pie I'm making. Is that good? Do you need anything else? She literally said, no, that's fine. Nah, you're good. Fucking, that was like Tuesday or Wednesday. The next Tuesday or Wednesday. And she's like, bruh, can you get some Cool Whip? And I'm like, like whipped cream for the pies? And I'm like, excuse me. Reasonable suggestion. However, why are you just not asking me this? Why are you just like, I don't like to go out, like, and plus I'm so glad that they actually had it, because when the store I went to, they were out of a lot of things. Like, holy shit, they were out of so many items. Luckily, they had their Cool Whip perfectly stocked, because I would have been mad. I would have been so mad. I'm like, you're not getting this. Because I don't eat whipped cream. I don't like it. To each their own. It's cool that if you like it, it's fine. I don't, because I like sweets if they have a flavor to it. Like, when I drink sweet tea, I prefer if it's sweetened with honey and lemon, because to me, lemon has a different, I always say lemon has a different, honey has a flavor that is not just sweet. It's a very distinct flavor. Like that. Like, so I don't like whipped cream, because to me, it just tastes like sugar. Like, it tastes like someone got plastic and dipped it in, like, a melted syrup. Like sugar with water, you melt it, and it's the syrup. Anyways, you dipped plastic in it. Like, that's what it tastes like to me. Like, it just tastes like artificial sugar. But to each their own. have at it. And then I had a thing of like, oh, I really hope Cool Whip is whipped cream because I don't fucking know what whipped cream. I know what whipped cream is, but I was just like, oh my god, is this? Luckily it was, and I bought them a big tub. I was like, bitch, I'm not, because they're fucking boomers, and I don't want to blame it all on boomers, and you shouldn't blame it all on millennials, but boomers do have this sense of entitlement where it's like, I don't care, I need this item now, and I don't give a shit. Like my dad will straight up be like, because he likes to do Thanksgiving later in the day, so during the like morning he has time to prepare all the items and stuff, and doesn't have to wake up too late, and like he'll go to a restaurant, and I'll be like, you really shouldn't be eating at a restaurant right now, like not at a restaurant, but like a burrito place. And I'm like, you really shouldn't be doing that. And he's like, well, I'm hungry now. And I'm like, bro, we have eggs and shit at home. Like, but like, yeah, it's like that. And I mean, I get it. At the same time, though, I think still a dick move. But I mean, whatever. But yeah, so a life. So we're gonna go in chronological order. So yeah, so that was like kind of peeved me because I'm like, you had this whole time to tell me you needed a whipped cream, like, and whipped cream, you keep that shit in the freezer, so it's not like it's ever gonna, like, I mean, I know it has an expiration date, but bitch, if I bought that a week ago and put it in my freezer, it's still gonna be just as good because it's been in my freezer for only a week, like, you know. But anyways, that kind of peed me. So, update on Thanksgiving. Because I know I said in the other video, I'm trying to figure out, like, what I was doing and saying in the other video. I did think I mentioned that we had 2 Thanksgivings this year. So how it turned out. Okay, so the day of, or no, when was it? Oh yeah, the day of. That's right. I had called. I'm never on time to Thanksgiving. I think I've only been there once, and that was last year. I was early, and it was a fucking shock to my whole entire family that I got done early. Got there early. I got done early, but got there early because that's an anomaly. I'm always late, and it has nothing to do with other than me being completely lazy and not wanting to wake up early. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, I was busy making stuff or blah blah. No, I was lazy. I'm lazy. I'm not a morning person. I like to wake up at like noon, afternoon. So having a child has like, for the better, gotten me to wake up at least at 8 a.m. So it's just cool. Because like, I was never a person to wake up before noon before I had a child. So like, yeah. But and even then I'll go like take a nap, make sure he's okay. But anyways, what was, and I woke up late. I had a plan because I was like, I baked the pumpkin pies the day before. I was gonna make the apple pies the day of, because that's just on the stove, and it doesn't take that long either. It takes like an hour and a half, but it's not that long. I was gonna wake up at 8, but I was like, nah, I'll set my alarm for 9. Didn't wake up till 11. My aunt was having, because I was gonna go to my aunt's first, because I know she has it later in the day. I mean, for noon, like around there for lunch. And then I was gonna finish it off with at my dad's house. She was gonna have it at noon. And I thought wrong, and miscalculated how long it would take me to make the pies, the apple. At 11 o'clock, I was like, well, shit. Like, I texted him, like, oh, I'm going to be an hour late. I just put the pies in the oven. I didn't put the pies in the oven yet. It wasn't until 30 minutes later I put the pies in the oven because I miscalculated how long it would take to cook on the stove. Because it doesn't take long, but it doesn't also take only 10 minutes because I had to make sure the apples are cooked. But, so I was fucking late. That's when I found out so turns out because I was worried about how my dad was going to make Thanksgiving with just him and my stepmom. Turns out he went to the bar, which, sure. And then they had Thanksgiving later that day with my stepmom's nephew? Question mark. I'm not good with names or family trees that aren't my own. Not on purpose. It's just that's a lot to remember. Um, but yeah, so he was taken care of. So I'm like, okay, cool. Before he left to go to a bar, um, I bought him his pies. Then I had to rush to my aunt's house, and by then she was gone. She was gone. She had to take someone somewhere, and it took like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I was awkwardly with my son eating food with like people I haven't seen in like years, who have had choice opinions of my unchristian lifestyle. Not even going into that. That's a whole fucking ass video. That I'll never make. That is sit there, and finally I saw her, and we were just eating, and then she wanted to stir drama. I fucking knew it too. She wanted to stir drama and try to figure out like why my dad didn't want to have Thanksgiving with her, and it's like, he told you why. He said the things, why. Then they try to like gaslight him and me into believing that like he's just being a jerk. And like, here's the thing, I'm stuck in the middle of this woman that has treated me so heinously when I was a teenager. Ooh, level 5 farming, she's a profession. Rancher, animal products worth 20% more. Crops worth 10% more. What the fuck do we want to do? I'm gonna go with tiller. So, oh, farming 250. 4, foraging 120, fishing, hey, 9, 10, and 30. You 13, 14, okay. And then between my dad, I've been trying my whole life to get approval, acceptance. Why? Wasn't able to grow last night? What does that mean? Oh, I hope it's... No, I shouldn't be anywhere near anything. Because... Did it get blasted away? Let's... I don't know why my thing was not able to grow, because this grass shouldn't... That's weird. Okay. Anyways. With someone who I've been trying, I knew that, to get approval of and acceptance of and make proud of my whole life, I'm clearly gonna side with my dad. Obviously, I've been trying to do that. This has been a fucking struggle. And it's gonna be even a worse struggle when I come out to my parents, because I've said I am not fully out to my family at all. So that's gonna be cool. Don't know how I'm gonna do that, and I don't really want to think about it. But anyways, yeah, like, am I ready for summer? Quality is the balance I need. Okay. So obviously I'm gonna put my dad, and I've already said it. Like with my that's great and all, but like, I'm gonna pick my dad. I'm going to pick my dad out of all of this. Like, I just don't... Because she was trying to get dirt with me, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. And I really don't know. Like, I don't really know, nor do I care, really, about their petty squabbles. To be honest, and I said this, they are the exact... And I told them, they are the exact same person, just with different ways in which they go about doing the same things. They are both headstrong. They are both very determined, set in their ways, and very stubborn. And they both think that their way is the right way. And that is what lies the problem of them trying to see eye to eye. So I try not to just be so much into their petty squabbles, and I don't like being put in the middle. I even say, hey, I'm Switzerland, I'm trying to be neutral. And of course, my aunt, being the ever so annoyingly literal person, was like, I don't understand Switzerland, what are you even fucking talking about? I'm like, bitch, you're a fucking teacher. If you don't know what the saying I'm Switzerland means, then you shouldn't be a teacher if you're that fucking stupid. I don't like my aunt. But like, it means, hello, I'm neutral on this. Like, please don't put me in this. Also, fucking get embarrassing when you find out I'm not. I already said, like, don't put me into this because whatever happens, I'm going to ultimately be with my dad. So they're trying to get dirt. I'm like, so that's not even. I need a. Okay. But trying to get dirt, and I'm like, literally, like, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'm just here. People, I just show up to places, and I am just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be with family, and I go with the flow. I don't give a shit. And so when you put me into shit, Susie, that's when I have a problem with this because don't bring me into shit. Like, just don't. Like, I don't care. Give me that slurp. Ah, that's you're drinking at 9 a.m., sir. It was real nice and hoppy, notes of citrus and pine, but with a robust body to keep it grounded. Thanks, kid. This means a lot to me. I knew I could count on you. I don't. Okay, that's cool. That was a very artsy way of saying that, but okay. Yeah, I was just trying to get dirt and shit, and I'm just like, what? I'm just trying to fucking enjoy my Thanksgiving. Possibly my last Thanksgiving, if we really want to be bleak about it, because I might not be doing this next year because I'm gonna be doing things. I'm not gonna be approving of my family, so my enjoyment with my family on holidays is on a limited time scale, right? So I'm just trying to focus on me. Anyways, enjoying my life while I can, but it's just so annoying. And I'm like, these are the things that he has an issue with. Some of I think it's petty. Some of I think maybe you should reevaluate because he does have a point. Because she's one of those people. Think of like those housewives that she sells. Okay, first of all, she's part of Amway, which is literally like a bad company. Like, there's a whole, I think Illuminati, I think she made a whole ass video deep dive of Amway. And when you're and here's the thing with Amway, I'm going to go on a side note with this. It is 100% manipulative, deceptive, and cruel as what people make it out to be, because it is so almost impossible to, I think with Amex, they have they have like a gym system where, like a gemstone system where like there's emerald, there's platinum, there's silver, gold, and I think diamond. I think it's the highest. I think I've never seen someone who is higher than emerald, and emerald's not the highest. It is so transparent, and I have been to enough Amway demonstrations to know this. It is a pyramid scheme. It is a pyramid from someone who has seen it firsthand. I have been to several demonstrations. I've been from just people in their houses. I have been to conferences. I have been to where different sectors are doing a presentation for within the company. I have seen it. I have seen employee, like if you were not an employee, but like if you were part of Amway, here's the videos that you watch so you can help the customer, like the inside scoop. I have seen it enough. It is a pyramid scheme. What they do is, and it's so fucking stupid, they'll tell you it's not a fucking pyramid, and they'll draw it in the shape of a pyramid. There's someone on top. He has 10 people underneath him. If each of those people have 10 underneath him, and if each of those have 10 underneath him, and then so on and so on, that's a fucking pyramid, first of all. That is how it works. It works off of how many people you can bring under your ring, how many that they can, how many that those people can, and how many that those people can. That is how Amway works. It is literally a fucking pyramid. It is manipulative and it's deceitful because it'll get you, if you're not doing good enough in sales, they'll put you with someone who's like an emerald. And be like, no, I did it this way. You just gotta blah. You just gotta work. And it's like they don't tell you exactly how they did it either, because how they actually got so many people underneath them is by sheer manipulation, and it plus their products aren't even that good. Their products are not even that good. I think that I've seen several documentaries and like articles about their products are not that good. Their products are not what they seem they are. But they have these demonstrations. They make you seem like, oh, well, yeah, it is expensive. But hey, if you buy this, it's a concentrate of detergent. So this one small box is going to be the equivalent of like these 3 Tide detergents. And look, there's wrong shit in Tide, which is true. But there's also wrong shit in Amway as well. Because just because it's natural doesn't mean it's good. Cat piss is natural. Fucking Stephanie Nicole. Watch her videos. But she made a good point. Cat piss is natural, but you don't want to put that on your fucking face. But that's how they get you. They think, oh, yeah, this detergent, smallest box, is like $20 to $30. But you won't be spending as much because you won't be using as much. And the thing is, yes, you will, because it doesn't clean as good as it says it does. But that's how they guilt trip you into thinking, oh, not just that, but they try to warp your sense of reality of like, if you spend $50 now, you're not going to. But here's the thing, though. That might be true. I don't have $50 right now. I have $10 that I can go to my grocery store and buy detergent. That is why that works that way. That is why people go to the less expensive item, because I can't wait until I have enough money to buy an item that I need now. People need to wash their clothes. So it's like, and that's just some of it. And I'm not even gonna get to skincare, healthcare, their vitamins, energy drinks. It's yeah. Anyways, I'm on a tangent, but yes, it's not a good company. But anyway, and God, she does that. She fucking sells Amway. And she's like, well, you don't want to just buy stuff. You will want to sell it too. And here's my thing also with that. Is if it's such a good product that you have, and it's such a better product than what's on the market, why can't you just make it a store and that you shop? Why do you have to make people become door-to-door salesmen for this? Why can't you just open a walk-in shop? Like, what do they call it? Storefront? Street front? What do they call it? There's a word for it, but why... There is a fucking word for it. But why can't you, for lack of a better term, why can't you just open up a store that you can walk into? And sell it there? Why do you have to do this pyramid scheme? If your product is so good to the point where you're concerned for the well-being of the people you're doing demonstrations for, because they'll do that too. They'll do that like make it seem like you're in danger of your health and life because the products in the store are bad for you, which, I mean, granted, yeah, but why do you have to make people sell it? And why do you have to make people leave their jobs so that because you have to, in order to have the time and try to painstakingly get the amount of people you would need to get underneath you in order for you to even make a profit from this? Why can't you just make it a store? Anyways, but she also sells fucking plunder jewelry, which is, I'm not even going to get into that either, but, and it, you know, because not every door-to-door salesman thing is an MLM, but, and what is, I mean, so I get it, you have the hustle life. I get the hustle. But when I'm like, and the main problem is that she'll get people, it's like, dude, it's Thanksgiving. We want to watch the game. Like, when it comes back to this, so I get the hustle. However, she does this so annoyingly, where it's like the game's on, but she's doing like a jewelry demonstration, and it's like, no one asked for this. But that's the thing. And I said it, like, my dad does not want you to sell jewelry while he is at your house trying to watch the football game. And there is something to be said that you invite someone into your house, and then yet you're a host, and yet you completely ignore your guest to do other things. And it's like, bruh, if you invite me to your house to do Thanksgiving, and then you ditch me after an hour to go off into a separate room to demonstrate jewelry, I'm going to be mad, because I was invited under the guise of me and you would be watching a football game at home. And I don't even give a shit about football. However, when I want to go with you for Thanksgiving, I want to have you at Thanksgiving. I want to play some games. I want to play Risk. I want to play Loteria, which is that Mexican bingo. I want to play, we'll play poker. Chess? I not good at chess at all. We'll play that. Watch the game. I like to watch the halftime, actually. I like to watch halftime during Thanksgiving. And it's like, no one wants a freaking joy demonstration. And actually, last year, she didn't even go to a different room. It was in the same room, so my dad didn't really could hear the commentary of the game. My dad's very passionate about football. Very passionate about football. And he has every right to. He has every right to have that. I'm not going to do that thing. I'm going to sound like that person, but I'm going to. My dad, served in the U.S. Navy, okay? He served, got out. I feel like he is very warranted in how he should be able to spend a holiday in this country he served. Opinions. My opinion. His opinion. You know what I mean? Now this dude, and also last year I was like, this is also the thing that like my husband also didn't like either. I was drunk and she didn't stop selling me jewelry. And and that's on me. I shouldn't have been drunk. Also, of course I'm going to buy your stuff. I'm drunk. We've all done that. How many people have gone completely drunk, gone on the internet, thought, wow, I want this. That's why bartenders are told, well, at least in Texas, when you get your TBC license, you take classes, they tell you there is a level of responsibility with a bartender. If someone is drunk, they're actually, by law, supposed to cut that person off, because if that person gets into a wreck, you may be liable because you kept giving that drunk person drinks. You need to cut that person off. Same thing. But yeah. So that was the reasons why. And I'm like, I reiterated, and I'm like, you talk too much. Although I've been talking non-straight for 30 minutes about nothing y'all care about. But I didn't sign up for Colony, and you have. She sells, and it's like, Brett's the Thanksgiving, it's the holidays, it's family, and it's not. And the thing is too, she does it every time you see her. It's not just on a holiday. She does it every time she sees someone. Every single time she sees someone. And I get it too, the hustle. When you take on for so much product that you have to sell, you start to feel the pressure of selling it, because then you've just wasted money. And that's how Amway works too. But anyways, that's why I don't like selling things. And I'm like, bro, I don't have that time. I don't have that. I have enough anxiety, stress in my life. Just being in this family. But I get it. But like, and another thing too, this stemmed from how she was acting when my aunt was dying. On my aunt's deathbed, in the hospital and then in the nursing home, when the reasons why we're there is because, holy cow, my aunt's dying, right? And I say my aunt because that's literally everybody's aunt. She was my grandfather's sister. Oof, I had a burp. My grandfather's sister. So she's an aunt to all of us. And so you want to know that branch, how that branch works out. And with selling jewelry, my aunt is, incoherent, unresponsive, on a bed, dying. Like, it's just in bad taste. Rubbed my dad the wrong way. And there's just so many things with it. And it's like, and I told her I get it. Like, I told him, well, this week during the funeral, and I get it because, you're stressed out, dad's stressed out, y'all are at each other's throats. And that makes sense, too, because death is hard on everybody. And what you do or say to someone in a time of grief, it may not have been something you would ever have thought or said to, but you said it in the moment because you're so overwhelmed with emotion, you don't know how to handle it. And they were at each other's throats all throughout the funeral, all throughout it, and we were all in the middle, and I'm just like, bruh, the person that was a home away from home who I could spend time with when things got so bad with my family, so bad with mom and dad, so bad with his second wife, just so many bad things, I would literally go there to escape. And this person helped shape a lot of the beliefs that I have, a lot of the things that I have taken advice with for marriage, because she had a really good, like, she may be in her 80s, but she had really good sound advice for marriage. And I took those, and she really, like, helped me. And this person is dying and then has passed, and now I don't only have to deal with that and its own bag griefing. I have to deal with like two people who are fighting with each other, and it's like you and it frustrates me because you see someone dying, right? That should motivate you to see your family member and try to think, I am not getting older. I mean, I'm not getting younger. I'm only going to get older. Maybe I should try to compromise. Maybe I should try to set aside some petty differences. Maybe I should try to communicate, because one day I or that person's going to die and there's going to be regret. That is my whole thing with reconnecting with my family, because for a very long time I didn't want anything to really do with them, and I would only hang out with them literally on the holidays. Literally, that's it. But I realized as I'm getting older, I can't do that, because at this point I'm like, and this is, I'm okay to do this. My trauma, I'm going to deal with it how I want to. So it's like differences, because we're going to die and you don't want to live in regret. And that, I told both of them that. And this is getting deep and heavy. Ooh, life dates. When I told them that, and then like, it's like, you didn't like any of it, and I understand it's hard, but like, bruh, I like straight up told him, I think this is petty. This is all petty, and y'all need to talk with each other by yourselves and get to a conclusion that y'all both can agree on, and we can move forward, because you're only splitting this family apart. And I told him at the end of it, I will pick my dad, because, bruh, I've worked way too hard this whole time. I am not losing this battle. So that's what I was dealing with on Thanksgiving. Literally dealing with that with Thanksgiving. And then I go to my... And of course you have to bring it up on Thanksgiving too. Why can't you bring it up on somewhere else? I want to enjoy a freaking holiday with one less family member. I don't want to think about your petty squabbles either. But she has to do that nosy thing like, what did he think? What do you think? And I'm like, bitch, I don't know shit. And then I go to Dad's, and it's much, much calmer, much more peaceful, much more relaxed. And we're having a good time, so that was great. Then the next day, because I don't know how y'all guys do it, but in our family, because we have, like, people that come over from out of town, because our family's, like, spread out in Texas. Like, for the people, in, like, who live in Europe, my cousin lives 4 hours away from us in Texas. And I have family that live 8 hours away. So some of them come over, so it's like they aren't just going to be there for a day. They're going to be there for a whole weekend. And then that Friday, I go back to my aunt's, and it's much better. We're not talking about heavy shit, which is cool. We did play Risk. My dad wasn't there, though. Well, he was, and then he went to a bar, which, she gets doing. I mean, also, while my other aunt has dementia, and that's deteriorated significantly, so it's like, wow, you have not only do you have an aunt who has passed, now you have your oldest sister who is sadly going to follow soon, and y'all are fighting, so that's cool. Y'all don't see the bigger picture in this, and then y'all should, and I am only in my late 20s. I shouldn't have to tell you how this is all going to pan out, but I mean, I have lived a life that I have lived, and I have seen many deaths, so, I guess I have not better insight, but I do have more insight in this. And that was fun. But that was nice. And then Saturday, we went back, and then I went back on Saturday. So I was there all day, by the way. This isn't just like, I was only there for an hour. No, we were there, like, literally all day. Just chilling, playing video. What the fuck am I putting this in there? I hope this is a good video for y'all. I don't know if I'm going to delete this or put it up. I might just put it up anyways and be like, things are getting heavy. Yeah, so we play Risk and stuff, and then the next day is when all of them are here on Saturday, and then ooh wait, farming 26:37, woo woo, fishing 22:48, yeah, 49:35, some good money, good money, because I think the next I should update my house, so then and then work up getting ornamental. I think that's what I was doing. Was first get my axe, go to the woods, then upgrade my house so I can get a kitchen, and then try to get animals, right? I think that's what I was gonna do. Okay, anyways. But yeah, no. Okay, well. Oh, I need that. Oh, that's cute. Alrighty then. I guess I'm having it there right now. Okay. What's all that? Need that? Do I need that for something? But yeah, this Saturday when we were all there, we finally played the games we're wanting to play. And it was good. That felt more like Thanksgiving than actual Thanksgiving felt like. And I do apologize if like this may seem like first world problems. Because I do know people have it harder other places. But it is something I'm going through right now. And that, like, and this is the part of the. This is the part of like the reason why I wanted this channel is because I don't have a lot of people. First of all, I don't have family to talk about this because they're all eating each other alive. I don't have friends either to really talk about this. So like, and even if I'm just shouting to the void, I'm always in a firm believer of you got to talk about this about somebody, you know? Yeah, just getting it out off your chest would make you feel so much better. Because then it's out in the open. You have left it. It's no longer just in you, but it's out, you know. Anyways. So that's what I was dealing with. And then the next week. Oh, update. So next comes the next update. We didn't search for the will. Because it was Saturday. It's a holiday. You know. And they're too busy to each other alive. So it was. Me and my stepmom were like, yeah. We have not found the will yet. This Saturday, and here's the thing too. Here is the thing too. There is something happening with my two cousins. They are in a different country, and I'm not going to say what's going on with them. It's nothing bad. I just don't want to talk about it. If they can trace it back to me, I don't want to talk about it. So I'm not going to. However, that is happening with them. A pufferfish, bitch, get fucked, because I'm not giving a pufferfish. That's during sunny days, during only the hours of 12 and 4. Or actually, has a noon too. One of those, and I'm not doing it. Anyways. So, because of that, my aunt, who I've said who has dementia and Alzheimer's, she has a double whammy. I hope I'm not being too offensive to y'all. I have dark humor, and how I process my grieving and my trauma has been through dark humor and jokes. Like, I'm the one who'd be like, ha, 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 just kill myself. But I should just delete myself. My bad, I'm sorry. This channel's gonna get flagged. But that's how I deal with it. But then again, I've had depression when I was a teenager, and I've had some thoughts when I was a teenager. So, like, that's how I go through it. I laugh at it. But that's how I deal with it, and that's how I process it. Because I am allowed to process it however I am willing to do it, right? Moving forward. Anyways, so I'm sorry if, like, my jokes are, like, offensive. I'm not trying to be, but that's just how I deal with it, and my family knows how I deal with it. Anyways. Yeah, so don't worry me with that. And so she's in a nursing home. Has to be. Finally, she put in a nursing home because my cousins are away. This is their mom. I don't know because my Dan and my stepmom said that they would be going out of town to visit her. But I don't know it's Saturday, but they said it was a weekend. So, like, I don't have very many weekends to do this. And the reason why we only do it on Saturday is because she works during the week. And so, and if you knew the state of this, this is where it may sound like an excuse. And the only reason why it's going to sound like that is because you have not seen the state of this. You haven't seen the state of it. I'm going to put that further over here. You haven't seen the state of it. It's a lot. It's so packed, densely packed in there of stuff. And I think I've spoken about this before, so I'm not going to be run on, but it's like stuff mixed in with important stuff. So, like, yeah, it's time consuming. It's very time consuming. It's so unbelievably unbelievable. Like, she has kept literally every single bank statement she's ever had. And it literally, it was mid 2000s all the way into the early 90s of the bank statements I found. My stepmom found them in the 70s. My aunt found them in the 60s. So it's like, and this is at different times, different years. It's just too much. Shit, why did I buy that? Bitch, I don't want that. Anyways, I don't know why I had that. It's a lot. It is a lot of stuff. So we know she didn't throw it out. Because she hasn't thrown out literally receipts from stores, so... Or any bank receipts she's ever had, like bank statements she's ever had. Monthly bank statements she's ever had. Never thrown them away. But they're all stuffed. A box is stuffed with stuff. And it's just unbelievable. So we have to take a whole weekend so that it's like a whole Saturday so that we are off and we can have a whole day to do it. So, but it's that one day. And I don't know when she will be going out of town. So, and then December is always busy. Because minus family, like in funeral, like in nursing homes and stuff, they go down to Corpus because I have family there. They do a yearly. Where the fuck? What was it? Fridays or Thursdays? My bad. I was looking for the traveling merchant. Fridays or Thursdays. No, yearly visits to Corpus because there's a lot of birthdays that happen around the same year, around the same day in December. So they make it a yearly trip. So that's gonna happen. And on top of, they might be going. Do I need honey? Or did I already do that? And so there's weekends where it's just not gonna work. It just won't gonna work. It's not gonna. I won't be able to. I won't be able to. I'm gonna buy a pomegranate tree. Yeah. I won't be able to do it because it's one of those things where I could start with myself. But when you do it by yourself, you realize, wow, I shouldn't be doing this by myself. Because it's a lot to sort through. It is a lot to sort through. And I have done it. The fuck? That was my cat. My bad. And I have done it by myself. My stepmom's done it by herself. My aunt has done it by herself. It's a lot. It's really a team effort. And because of that, I've had to call work I think Monday, and I literally just had to be like, okay, listen, this is I'm gonna buy a pomegranate tree, by the way, because I also think I need to do that because I need a pomegranate. I just realized that. Oh my god. Because I'm thinking a pomegranate tree takes 28 days for the whole last month. Yeah, so next, and it blooms in, comes in fruition in, so it takes 28 days to mature, and pomegranates only produce fruit in the fall. So I'm going to do it now because it's like 17. Yeah, I had to explain to work. I had literally had to, this is, and I'm like, I am not over exaggerating. I really am not. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm giving you reasons. It is just best if I resign because this is so much. Because I said them like, this is how her stuff was. She was a hoarder. And she had dementia. Two not of the greatest combinations at all. And then on top of that, once I get the will, that's what's going to start the probation period, the probating period, probating, not probation, probate period. That takes like 2 to 3 weeks for them to do that. And I forgot to talk to the lawyer. I need to talk to the lawyer and be like, hey, I got this up and I don't have the will. Can you like just forget about it? Anyways, I haven't talked to the lawyer yet, but yeah. And then after that, I get a document because I have no job. Okay, so I have no car, right? My car been kaput. So the whole point of this was having a car been kaput. So once the probate will is done, after 2 to 3 weeks, which is if everything comes together when it should, then I have a document that I take to the place that does car registrations because it's not at the DMV, it's somewhere else. It's called a DMV. I don't know. No, we call it Texas Department of whatever, DPS, but I don't even know. So I get a place that does the car registration, which, and then I take that and be like, yo, put this car in my name, and then I can drive the car. First, then I can register the car. Its last registration was in May. Yeah. And then I can put it in my name, the car in my name, I can hand it over. And then I can drive it. And at that point, at first it was like, well, tell us bi-weekly. And I'm like, I can't tell, like, not bi-weekly, like B-I, but by the to start of the week to say if you're going to be able to go to work or not. Then we decide, no, I need to resign because I don't know how long this is going to take. Luckily for my work, which has also been stressing me out because I'm like, God, I'm going to get fired. Like, they're not going to fire me, but like, I'm going to get fired. Like, that's a lot of stress to put on someone. Yeah. And finally decided, no, I need to resign. It'd be best if I resign. Because then I don't have the pressure of keeping a job. And I can just, I'm still not going to be like, oh, lazy and just forget about it. No, now I don't have stress and I can kind of relax a little bit with my stress and my anxiety levels. Like, that's not including the other anxiety I'm going through, but we all know what I'm going through. Like, so, yeah, luckily for them and luckily for me, they are very understanding of the situation because I've been upfront from this since when she got sick to the point where we were like, okay, this is going to happen now, which was in the ending of September. Been very vocal, very honest. This is my situation. So they've been very, very understanding of it. And I said, hey, there's some papers I need because they know my whole situation. Like, I was the only beneficiary, stuff like that. And so this is a lot of work, a lot of stress. They were very understanding. So much so to the point where it almost made me cry. They will let me go back to work when I can, which I thought was fucking fantastic. It was so awesome of them because they didn't have to. I kind of figured, and I don't want to be sounding like I'm taking advantage of Miller, but after they said that, I'm like, well, that makes sense because usually people tend to be a little bit more lenient when it comes to death. Though that may be true. I was still worried that at some point they're going to be like, okay, no, So that's when I decided that instead of waiting until they fire me, I went ahead and resigned myself. And that was one of the things. I just didn't want them to think that I'm taking advantage and just fire me. So because of that, and because I've been honest, and I guess is a lesson y'all can take away with, if you can take anything from this, is be honest with your employers. I know employers suck. Trust me, I've had managers who are just so don't care about you, and it's very transparent that they don't. But that may not be the case. Sometimes it may just be you take them to the office and you might just have, try to explain what's happening if there's a problem. And you'll be surprised with how much people can be understanding of a situation. If you want to take something from that, you should. But yeah, so now I have no job. Which, I mean, less stress to think about. If you hear noises, that's my husband getting ready for work. Because he goes to work at like 11:30, 11:45. But that's my life update. Good updates with where I have been. I don't think I have anything else. I haven't gotten my hair cut. I need to. It's doing a weird thing where, like, in the back, it's like, hold on, I think I can just demonstrate this. So, here's a circle. This is my head. Just pretend that's a full circle. Wait, no, here we go. So my hair, and then my hair. It does this at the very ends. And I'm going to cut that off because I don't like that. Plus, some of it's like scratching my neck, and I'm like, ugh, get off my neck. So I need to, but I don't have a job, so I'm kind of like, well, haircuts aren't a necessity, and they really aren't. Not really, in the grand scheme of things. And so awkward because my freaking door is open because of Pepper. Whatever. Awkward. Is this ASMR for you? What is this doing for you if I whisper? Comment down below. Is this doing anything for y'all? I don't know what it would be. But it would be something, I think. I'm sure. I'm doing ASMR. I don't know what it's doing to people. But it's doing something. Oh, man. Garage? That's a small towel. That's like one of those throats. Okay, well. Alright. I have done laundry, but I think they're in the garage. Because I'm the worst at folding towels. That's actually a life update I can talk about. I finally, after 2.5 years of living in this house, I'm finally using my closets. I know. Shocking. Absolutely shocking that I'm taking my clothes and hanging them up in the dresser. In the closet, and folding them in the dresser after they've been washed and dried. I know. That's why in Texas it froze in my area. But I've been doing that. That's another life update. Towels, I have no idea where all of our towels have been. I have no idea. To my knowledge, I only have one pale blue towel and one brown towel. And we used to have like 6 of them. So I have no idea where our towels went. So, I was looking for a towel. But yeah, I need to cut my hair. I don't know when I'm going to do it though. I should. I really need. Listen. It's been a struggle and I really need to. But like, sadly, there are things I'm just going to have to be a little bit more realistic. And say, okay, I might not be able to, sad as that may be. Oh, I need to be putting fruit in here for wine. Who cares about ale? I do. I like ale. There's this red apple ale that's so delicious. Hold on. No, that's the one we're not worried about. Yeah, I need wine. What am I doing? Put this blueberry in there. Oh, shit. Yo. Man, this is gonna be... I have lost all my viewers. I see y'all. I see that there's things have happened. There's been 9 views on my Final Fantasy, and I know I shouldn't. I know I'm gonna sound like one of those people. But I will be doing my Fridays and chill, and I will be continuing with Final Fantasy because, listen, I'm not trying to brag. I'm kind of a big deal. I got 9 views on that video. So, I have some viewers, and we will be doing some Final Fantasy. Anyways, what was I even doing with that? Oh yeah, I hope this video doesn't like lose all my viewers. Dare I say all that? Okay, level 9 fishing plus 1. Ooh, plus 1. I can't read English or any language. Okay, plus 1 fishing rod proficiency. New crafting. Ooh, I guess. Okay, so I can craft a magnet now, and I can cook sea foam pudding because that sounds good. Appetizing. Okay, so 1267 for farming, 107 for foraging. Pine tar is worth that, or maybe I put something else. Okay, 1305 for that. For fishing, ooh, 2679. Okay, so it's gonna be Thursday, and we're gonna be definitely not spilling my fucking tea all over my desk is what we are not doing, because that's the whole thing. We're gonna be buying a pomegranate tree. Oh, and there's another update. It's the whole thing. I want to title this "A Death by Updates." If anybody, I used to work at this place called. Can I even say that I used to work? No, because this is a worldwide company. It's work at Sitel, and when you get hired, it's like an orientation process, and they will tell you for like a whole month, like in the beginning, you're like, this is gonna be a whole month of like PowerPoint presentations, like, and we call this Death by PowerPoint. This is gonna be. I'm gonna title this Death by Life Updates. Can I even say that? Will I get flagged for something? No, right? No, I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna see what happens. I don't know how to cut things out of a video, so I don't wanna. I haven't had to deal with that yet. I haven't had to deal with my videos being flagged for anything, and I honestly to God hope that never does, because I have no idea how to do that. Like, because I know what you're supposed to do is like read the thingy of why I got flagged, and then take out the part of the video that was the problem. But like, I don't know how to do that. I sound so convincing that y'all should be watching me. Aw, man. Yeah, you should watch me. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you should watch me. Watch me. And look at me doing and not knowing how to do anything. But I don't know how to do it, so I hope that never happens. That's why I've been trying to, like, not be problematic, but like, with, like, language and stuff, and that's why I don't say I'm with kids. Because, like, bruh, I just can't be watching this. So would I be able to... Yeah, I can do that. I can say Death by Life Updates, but anyways. So, anyways, that was a tangent. It was like a little realization I had there, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't have any more room to worry and stress about stuff. Literally no capacity to do that. I don't know why I freaking watered that tree. I don't need to water trees like that. Torches. Isn't summer music cool? I'm not taking this moment of silence out of the video, by the way, because I think we just all... Well, I just explained I don't know how to do that. That Thump is my cat. She likes our closet because it never gets opened. So she thinks it's a brand new world like Narnia. Plus, I put my Christmas decorations in the closet because my garage is filled up with my shit that I need to sort through. And I don't have a utility closet, so Christmas decorations, as you can hear her ripping up, are in the closet. On the ground, because why would I use my shelves that are in the closet? You can't leave her in there. And you know, it'll be an hour, and then she'd be like, hey, I want to get out of this house. Or a closet, or whatever. You have to worry about Zima, because now he's like, ooh, what's going on over here? See? Yeah, look at him. My cat Zima's a good boy. He never does anything wrong. Until he, like, sees another cat doing some shit. Oh, my God. Alrighty. And then he'll do bad things. Like, just now. He came into his room like, hey, what's going on over here? And then Pepper just started, and this is a play-by-play of this. And then Pepper just started attacking him. He's like, what is going on here? Like, I don't understand. That was Pepper, by the way, the hangers. She knocked over the box. My cat's Soft joined the mix, and she hates Pepper, and Pepper hates her. Like, Pepper will attack her. Soft will look at Pepper with utter disgust and walk away. And then there's our dog in the hallway. And before people are like, oh my god, so many animals, bitch, I only have 3 cats and a dog. This is going to be titled Death by Life Updates / ASMR. How do those two go together? When I was wondering, sometimes I think it's awkward when I'm literally talking to myself while someone's in the same room as me. So I wasn't talking. But I can't be like, bro, get out of my room. He has to go to work. His stuff's in here. He has to go to work. Anyways. Carrying on. What's another life update? I only have one more. Stretch my ears. Oh, I have been stretching my ears. So, when is this going to be a bush again? There was a season where it's like, Selma Mary. Whatever. I've been stretching my ears. A month ago. Not a month ago. It was shortly after Thanksgiving. Or shortly before Thanksgiving, I think. I got an idea that I'm going to stretch my ears. Because I have always wanted to stretch my ears. What? Did you check the garage? Mm. And right now, so did have an idea of what they are. Right now they're at a 14 gauge. That is. I'm gonna assume it's 4 millimeter. Wait, no, 1 millimeter. Wait, no, I don't know. Yeah, more ASMR. Do 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 do. What the fuck was this? Oh, girl, I'm just gonna take this whole thing out. Y'all have left. I know it, and it's okay if y'all did. Trust. Okay, so 14 gauges of 1.6 millimeter, so I'm just barely starting. Like, when I say I'm barely starting, bitch, I'm barely starting my journey. And I know it's gonna be a long journey. Okay. But yeah. And the reason why I started a 14 gauge, so here's how it works. I am not a piercer. Do not come to me with advice. I am a piercing enthusiast. As in, I have done extensive research on my own. I have listened to the advice of piercers and my own piercer. I'm just very passionate about piercing. I'm not going to give you advice about how you're going to stretch your ears. I am the last person to give advice about anything. I don't have any qualifications. Remember qualifications? None. Let's clear this. Okay, so this has to be 8 squares away from this. So like this, once you put a tree down within 8 squares, can't be something, you know what I mean? It has to be like room. So I think I'm gonna put it right here. I think that's good. That's good. Anyways, I can't tell you advice, and I'm not gonna give you advice. I'll explain what I've been doing, but I won't help you either. I'm not gonna be liable for that shit. I don't want people to be like, well, this person's so... And I didn't tell you shit. Didn't tell you shit. So, when the fuck is my axe gonna be ready? Anyways. Yeah, when I was a teenager. Because I was a great teenager. I wanted to stretch my ears. I never knew how to do that. Because this is like before internet, so you really didn't have things. Even if I had YouTube at the disposal, this is like 2006, so like the shit wasn't there yet, and you didn't really have. You had word of mouth, or you just went to a peers and like, hey bro, how do you do this? Or you asked someone who did it. I had a cousin who did it himself in a very dumb way too. So I'm not going to explain how he did it, but he did it in a very dumb way. Holy shit. Well, I mean, I can't say anything. I did it in a dumb way too. I didn't know that there's different types of ways in which you stretch your ears. One is like dead stretching, which I heard is like the easiest, well, not the easiest way, but like the healthiest way to do, where you just get something that's weighty and you put it in your ear, and after a long period of time, it'll slowly stretch out the hole. And you just keep going gradually, and that is the safest way because you don't want to get a blowout, because a blowout's like when there's like micro tears that can potentially lead to like some serious shit. You don't want to do that to your ears. And I'm 13 though, and I'm can't say that word. I am not someone. Obviously, you're 13. You don't have any way of how the world works. So I got in my head. Then, well, clearly you did this, right? I had hoop earrings that had no. You know, when you look at a hoop earring, there is like there's like a thin line, and there's a bigger line where the hoop actually is, and the thinner line's where your ears, like, where it goes in your ear. It had no real backing to stop your ear from going onto the hoop itself, and I would shove that in. When I say I would shove my ear in, I would shove that in my ear. And I did that with varying degrees of like thickness of hoops because I am dumb, a dumb person, and that is how I did that for a few years. So my ears aren't. So when you get your ears pierced, if you did it at Walmart, there's no real way to think of like what gauge that would be, but it's probably like a 20 gauge or an 18 gauge maybe, which is like really thin. And the reason why you don't want to do something too thin is because there's a cheese grater effect. So is that usually there? And I have stretched my ears because I was dumb, and I don't recommend this. I'm gonna put the keyword is dumb in here. Don't do that because you're just shoving things in your ear like that. Doesn't sound right, and if it doesn't sound right, it's most likely not correct, obviously. And so yeah, that's why I knew that I was already at a 16 gauge, so I started at a 14. So I stretched my ears to 14, and I'm gonna wait, cause I'm not gonna do the thing where you think you can do it every. I've seen that so many times where people are doing it like, I'm at a 14 this week, and next week I'm at a, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, that's not how you do that at all. Usually, from the consensus I've had from other people, you have to wait about 1 to 2 months in between stretches. As generally speaking, it may be longer. As when you can attempt. I will say, I know you're not supposed to feel any pain with it. It's not supposed to be painful. It's not supposed to be a painful process. So I know it's like you try for a month or two, and if it's painful, then you stop and you just wait until you can comfortably do it. So I know that. And I'm fully prepared to make this a very long process of what size I want to go to. Right now, I'm eating something by the way. My left ear was doing great. It's been like, what? 2 weeks, I think. It had been before, though. Yeah, because I did it on, like, Thanksgiving Day, I think. After I came home. So it's been, like, a week or two. No problems. And now, all of a sudden, it's like... I mean, they were a little bit sore and a little bit swollen. They didn't hurt. They didn't hurt at all. But your ears had to adjust. But, no, my left ear is kind of, a little bit irritated, so I just kind of been leaving my ears alone. I don't like to update right now. Usually when that happens, I think for me, anyways, I'm gonna put a disclaimer. This is for me. Usually, if it happens, I just leave my ears alone and then just let them do its thing. And then I have, soaps for this, and like, yeah, I know all the tricks. I know all the tricks to do this. Because I've been getting pierced since I was like 20. Like every year I got a piercing. I don't have any facial piercings though. I did have a nose for like twice, but like I don't want to do it again because like each time I do it, I get a job that's like, we'll hire you, but then on the day you come into work, tell you need to take your ring out. And I'm like, wow, you could have told me that during the hiring process. Anyways. But I have a lot of piercings on my ears. Lobe and cartilage, different types, and yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I know how to do this. And this has been kind of a little bit irritated. It's because of the way I'm sleeping, I think. And it is hard to, like, you see your ear and you want to, like, pick at it or whatever. Just not to be too gross, but, you don't really realize how much you touch your face, your hair, or your ears until there's something that you can't do with that. And then you're like, wow. Well, that's what I've been doing with right now. I'm like, oh, it goes down. And it doesn't become a greater problem. Shit. I dropped his wallet. So I thought maybe on like my birthday in January, I would be able to stretch it maybe another size. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna probably have to wait another 2 months. So instead of January, maybe February or March. I want to be really slow with this because I don't want to fuck up my ears. The whole point of stretching ears is that through each stretch, you want to let your ear, fuck, your ear heal, and not only that, create the skin, like grow the skin in order to be able to stretch around it, because it's part of a factor that you're doing. That's why ears can get all like big and shit. You don't want your earlobes to be too thin, because if it's too thin, it can tear off completely, and then you have to do irreversible earlobe surgery. And I've seen some people think that they can like, I wouldn't stretch that if you have to like get like earlobe reconstruction shit where like it's torn, like where your ears like flappy and you have to turn it back here. I've seen people with pierce it. I don't know if you can stretch that. So, and I wouldn't advise you to do that because I'm not a piercer. But what the fuck? Oh my god, shit is falling off. But yeah, so to make your ears healthy as possible and not tear or get infected, I'm probably just gonna have to wait until February, March to go to a 12 gauge, which I'm like, okay, well, but it's supposed to be a long process to properly do this without infection. So that's what I'm dealing with. If you're wondering what I'm eating, so I don't really buy candy all that much. Ooh, like, hey, wait, hold on. Farmy, I'm like, hold on. I'm the one talking. 467 for farming, 787 for fishing, 50 for others, so 1304. I don't really buy candy that very much. Only very seldomly do I do, and if it's usually holiday stuff. I love my favorite holiday is Halloween, and then it's Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas. I do enjoy Christmas though. I enjoy peppermint, and it's one of my favorite flavors. And so, I like sweets, I like peppermint. So I don't like whipped cream flavored shit, but I do like peppermint. If it's like whipped cream that's flavored with peppermint, then okay, I'm gonna be on board with you. Anyways, I love all the peppermint shit. So I have these Hershey's. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I need to get sponsored by Hershey's. Hershey's Kisses, and they have mint truffles. So it's like, in the inside is filled with like mint cream, and then yeah, it's dark chocolate. So I love dark chocolate because I love how bitter it is, and I love mint. So I love how refreshing it is. And no one in the comments is gonna dong on me for having a shit taste in chocolate because I like Hershey's chocolate. I am not paid to say that. And no, I have not had chocolate outside of this country. At least I know I've had Kinder chocolate. Yeah, but I like Hershey's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I do. And I should be allowed to say that. Yeah, I like my kisses. I love my kisses, and I love my Hershey's. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. Been greatly enjoying that. I'm keeping these so I can make wine. There's going to be a hidden situation that involves me getting quality enough wine, and I need all that. Anyways. Whiskers. Hello? Love me. Whatever. It's like, having a kid. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the updates. I think this is going to be the last day. I didn't need a pomegranate tree at all. Whatever. I think like in-game day. This is really what I wanted to do. Was come on here and be like, hey, here's some life updates because I've been going through some stuff. See where I'm at. I'm sorry if this wasn't like more like I'm sorry if this is what you didn't sign up for, or if this is too talkative. But that is what my channel is for any new viewers or whatever. Like I said, and I'll say it again multiple times, it is just a place for me to waffle Fridays and chill is for me to set aside my problems and just chill with the game. During the days is usually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, which the shit will be like. I usually do this at around like 10 o'clock, and then at around midnight is when I'll upload. But like, I do try to do it earlier. It's just that my husband has graveyard shift, so like during the day he's asleep. But anyways, so usually, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm waffling about my life. Okay, we already have that. I don't even need any of that. Nope. Okay. But yeah, this is usually what this is supposed to be. It's like, here's my life, and just let me dump all my stuff on you. And let's just, have a good time. But yeah, so this is what it is. And then I will be continuing. Like I said, I did see like Friday stuff. Like that video did give me quite a bit views, and that's cool. So I will be definitely continuing with that. I had so much fun on that Friday that I was playing Final Fantasy. Like that was fun. That was a long video too. That was so much fun. And so this is gonna be just gonna be some fun with that. Shit, I need bait. I keep forgetting I need bait. I need bait from crab pots. I think that's all the updates. So far, what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so I've been trying to up my money. Turns out, don't need a pomegranate freaking tree because I already have a pomegranate. It's why I was wanting the bat cave. No shame. Get that. Ew, I hope it's not weird for y'all. What does that do? I hope this isn't too jaggy for y'all. It's not jaggy for me, but I just looked at the screen. And they're... Ew. That's like... Okay. I'm sorry if that's like... Whoa. I'm sorry if that's a little bit... I didn't realize until I looked over that it looks kind of janky. I did say I didn't sign off on quality. You shouldn't either, but that is almost an atrocity. So I'm gonna... I really don't hope... Oh my god, I really hope it's not a bad quality. I can still upload this video because the way Stardew Valley is, once you do a day, you can't redo it. I'm just looking at something real quick. I don't know. I may have to talk to my husband about that. Oh, what was that? Alright. And that sounds kind of janky. I may have to talk to my husband about it being a little bit... Or maybe I'm just seeing it at a different light. I don't even know. What was I going to say? Yeah, so anyways... I mean, no, but that gives me money. So when is Clint? We're gonna go to Clint. So that's the thing. I get axe. So this is one of my plans here in my head while I've been waffling. Get the axe. Going to... Hey, where the fuck's my axe? Yes. Okay, so now the next step will be to get enough money because we're gonna upgrade my house. So they're like... Because you can cook that. And then, yeah, you start with that. So, upgrade my house. Because it also helped me with, like, because if you want to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or actually a wife or a husband, you have to have your house upgraded, and then bada bing, bada boom. There's more shit with that. That is part of what I want to do as well. So that's going to be, and then after that, we're got money, and I'm going to get, for fall and winter, we're going to focus on animals, because there's no farming in the winter. It's the winter wonderland. Haley! I wonder what Alex is doing today. Bitch, she should be worrying about me. I didn't know she's standing there. God fucking damn it. Bitch. Haley? I'm gonna look up what she... I'm gonna look up real quick. What does she like? I think I've done this before. I'm doing this on my phone. Y'all can't see shit. Because this is a quality video. So high quality. This is, you know, doing things no one else fucking coconut. Wait. I still don't have the fucking bait, so that's cool. Eat that. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah, and after that, yeah, because, like I was saying before, in winter it becomes like a snow. Winter Wonderland. And so, there's no farming. I mean, there's no farming as in, like, crops. So I'm going to worry about, like, farm animals during the fall and winter. Get some things, because the animal stuff I still need is this and wool. I need duck feather, and I need a rabbit's foot. And a rabbit's foot is going to be a little bit more difficult because, unless the traveling merchant ever has it, because they only drop your foot when they're at full, like, you're going to see, but it's based on, like, if they feel happy and shit. So, coconut. It's fucking expensive coconut. Oh my god, Haley. Anyways. Ouch. So, yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. And then in between, obviously, I'm going to work on getting Haley as my wife. Haley is so hot. Hope I don't come off as creepy. I'm sorry. I just love blondes. That sounds creepy. I have a preference. And no shade on anyone who isn't blonde. It's not one of those things where, like, it's a deal breaker if you're not. But it is like, but wouldn't that be such a nice bonus, right? If you're blonde. I do have a thing for blondes. I have a type. For both men and women, blondes or brunettes. Preferably blondes. I will go for brunettes. Hey, come back. I have a coconut. Oh my god, this is my favorite thing. Cannot believe I said that in one voice. Hello. So, yeah, she hangs out with Alex because they still didn't get my fucking bait. This is what happens when you get distracted by the beautiful people. Do you have anything? Fried eel? Nah, I'm good. Yeah, and I've done the first one. I've explained it. First one I've ever done. The first time I ever played, I got with Shane, mostly because I was completely caught off guard by how rude he is when he first meets you, and I was like, out of spite, I want to make you my husband, out of spite. And then the second time I played, I think it was either Shane again, or it was Shane and no, it was Sebastian. Then the third, and during that time, I was doing Sebastian and Ellie, and that was the whole thing. Because I discovered that if you're seeing someone on the side, quote unquote, the dialogue doesn't change. So you can totally court someone while you have a husband. They just won't ever change the dialogue. However, you can't marry them without divorcing. So you can't have two husbands or wives. But you can, theoretically, technically have a boyfriend slash girlfriend while having a husband slash wife. And then I realized, okay, then the third time I was playing with my own thing, I was with Elliot. So hot. Now I'm gonna get with Haley. I don't really find any of the women attractive in this game. In terms of, like, personality and what they look like. I really don't. My husband thinks I'm weird for that, because, like, he likes Leah, I think, or Penny. And I find that the only one I didn't find completely insufferable was Haley. But yeah, so some of them it's like the personality's a little bit cringe. The women. But yeah, I prefer. Oh wait, no, I need to go to the. I need to go to the forest. Y'all gonna see some shit. Before we go, y'all gonna see some shit. It's a whole ass forest, woods, if you will. Comment down below. What is the difference between woods and a forest? I have no idea, but I know there's a difference. Because if not, there wouldn't be like this is the woods and this is the forest. You wouldn't have that? Barney, what the fuck do you like? I know she likes it. It's annoying. This is integral because you also need a fish in here because it's a fish that you can only get from. Well, as far as I know, I don't know if there's anywhere else you can get it from other than the traveling merchant. Bam, whisk, and it's over here. Alrighty. Let me get this out of the way because there's so much stuff. Okay, this is log here. Whoa, I got some hardwood. Woods. Oh, we need that. We need that. There's a lot of slimes here. This is where you can get a lot of hardwood. Bam. The thing about fishing in here is that you're going to have a lot of like slimes you have to deal with. So you're just not just fishing. It's, where am I getting killed by a slime? That's fine. Alright, throw that away. Shit. Throw that away. Throw that away. You can always get that. Throw that away. So. Okay. I don't think they're difficult. It actually might be difficult to get. I've been playing this for like an hour and a half. That's amazing. Not my shortest video. I mean, not my longest video, but not my shortest video. It's a pretty long one. Alright. Yo! So now, we are going to go over here. Pig. Okay, we're gonna go to the community center. Man, I've been talking a lot. My throat hurts. Not used to talking so much, as I don't do that much on my free time. So, yeah, throat. But I have tea. Don't worry, I have tea. But I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. You know, a nice Thanksgiving. You know, if you want to comment down below, tell me about how y'all's Thanksgiving went. Hopefully, it went good. If you haven't celebrated Thanksgiving, yeah, I like to hear about how different people do it. This is my cats. Okay, so I'm gonna put that. No. This is in the mines. No. No. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the wrong one. I mean, things are coming along swimmingly. So now I just need to do with, shit. This one, and then that, and I'm done with the fish tank. So that's pretty cool. I mean, this is going so much faster than I have ever done, which is the whole point of this, of playing this game, was I did have a goal that I did want to do it a lot faster, or try to. It's not a speed run. Um, I wanted to try to do it as faster than I've been able to do, and that was by next year's summer, like in the game next year's summer. So, and I really want to try to do that. So, I mean, I'm getting done with things pretty fast. So that's cool. What is the boiler room needing? I know what this needs. Just crops. This is foraging. So, fish. I need gold. That's in like 80. No, yeah. No, 90 to like 120, I think. And then this is just the slime that I have. That's just money. Okay, so I am coming along swimmingly. I do need to do more things in the mines. I was just so focused on other things. But yeah. Wait, hold on. Alright. Yo, level 5 foraging. Choose a profession. Forester. Trees drop 25% more wood. Gather. A chance for double harvest of foraged items. And I think I'm going to do that. Okay, farming I got 1092. Foraging I got 385. So it's 1477. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Lucrative. Dang. Alright, your pomegranate tree wasn't able to grow last time. Why? Oh, God, I'm not going to deal with that. So, I think I want to stop it there. I think that's a pretty good stopping point. So yeah, definitely. Tomorrow I'm going to do another one. We're still going to work on money, but we also need to work on the mines as well, because there's things with the boiler room that I need to get done with. I need to get aquamarine. Now that we got most of the things I can do over with, I'm going to start with the mines, because that has a lot of stuff. And also work money because of the vault. But, so yeah, so that's my video. Hope y'all liked it. Leave a like, comment. Love your comments. I'll always read comments. And, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.